Hello and welcome back to Kritika Mathur Astrology. You're watching your own Kritika Mathur Astrology channel, your one-stop channel for astrology. So today we will talk about the Mercury retrogradation, and let me tell you, Mercury is not only getting retrograde. Throughout its retrograde motion, it's also combust, which means it is within 15 degrees of Sun. So when a planet comes very close to Sun, the planet gets burnt out because of the heat of the Sun, which means that the significance of that planet still remains, but it's not able to show that much power in front of Sun, and somehow in this whole scenario Sun wins, which means that whichever planet gets combust has to finally listen to an authority, which is the Sun. So Mercury is combust. It's also going through the Gandanta. Gandanta means the shift of the elements, which means Mercury was in Cancer when it was in July. Now when it was in July it was in Cancer, and now in August it will move to Leo. Then again in September it's going to move back to Cancer. Instead of going forward to Virgo, it's going back to Cancer, and then again it will go to Leo. So you see how many times it's going to and fro. So how do you feel when you get promoted and then you get demoted? You don't feel right. Your confidence is completely gone. It's thrashed. So what happens is Mercury was in Cancer when in the month of July, and now from 22 August until 22nd August it is in Leo. 22 to 28 August it will be in Cancer, but it will still be retrograde, which means Mercury is in retrograde throughout. 22 to 28 it's retrograde in Cancer, and until 22 August it is retrograde in Leo. After 28 August it will still be in Cancer until 11 September, after which slowly it will move to the sign of Leo, and it's going to get direct by the end of this month. By 29 August it will be direct, but suddenly the impacts will not be seen. So it's not like right now Mercury is retrograde and tomorrow it's direct, so you will see the direct results. No, there is something called retrograde motion, which means that it is little bit time, so you need time to adjust, right? So when you go to someone's place, you don't start to work and sing and dance and go enjoy at their place. You go, you keep your clothes in the cupboard, you keep your luggage, and you get set. You wait for a while. It's something like when for example you're going from India to Australia, you have a time zone. That's the adjusting time. So that is the retrograde motion. Now let's talk about the significance of Mercury. Mercury signifies education, travels, stock, investments, trading, relations, uncles, aunts. So all of these areas are heavily impacted because Mercury, think about it, it's combust, it's retrograde, it's moving in Gandanta, which is the change of zodiac. So from water sign it's going to fire sign, then again it's coming to water sign, then again it's going to fire sign. So this churning is Gandanta, which is not very happy phase for any planet. So now in the fields of education, you are going to see a lot of people taking up a course, leaving a course, changing stream, changing their course, their studies, perhaps going for different subjects. Travel, somebody will travel, they will cancel the ticket, then again they will book the tickets again, they will postpone, they will forget to take their passport to the airport, they will forget to carry their suitcase to the airport, they don't suddenly realize that, oh, I don't have a bag, I have to borrow it from someone. These kind of things can happen when it comes to stock and trading. Sudden up and down can be definitely expected in that field as well. One of the remedies for everyone is to respect your maternal aunts and uncles, because those are denoted by Mercury. So call them up, stay in touch, see how they are, catch up with them. Next remedy is to do the Ganesh mantra. You can pick any Ganpati mantra or stotra and you can start chanting it on a daily basis. You can do it in the evening also, in the morning also, depending on your schedule. Let's talk about all the ascendants and how this transit is going to bring an impact on each one of us. Let's watch this prediction through ascendant and moon sign. So again, if you do not know what is your ascendant and what is your moon sign, then please put down your place, time, date of birth and full name in the comment section. I'll get back to you informing what your ascendant and what your moon sign is. So let's start with Aries. So when we talk about the Aries ascendant people, this transit is seen majorly in the sign of Leo. By the end of August, it will move backward to the sign of Cancer, but primarily it will be in Leo. So Mercury retrogression is in the sign of Leo. So here there is confusion regarding relationships. There are hiccups in the relationships. You are confused whether to go with this person or not. There is confusion with regards to your education. You can opt for a course, you can come back with the course, you can change the subject, maybe you have to travel abroad for studies. These things can definitely be there. Refrain from making any heavy investments as they can backfire. Coming to the next sentence, that is Taurus. For Taurus natives, this transit is majorly in the sign of Leo, falling in your 4th house. So anything related to property or real estate is taking a hit. So if you are signing papers, contracts of real estate, property, rental, then you have to note down, be very attentive on what you are signing on. Issues with your friends can happen. Last week of August can be a fight with a friend, a close friend or a sibling, and all throughout you will see that you have some tussle in and around of the relationships, because not to forget, Mercury is also having a yuddha, a war with the planet Venus within this, all this, as if it was not enough. So it's combust, it's retrograde, it's Gandhanta, and it is having planetary war with planet Venus, and it is in a fiery sign. So you can imagine how peedit, how much in problem Mercury, that is planet Budh, is in. Coming to the next sentence, that is Gemini. For Geminis, this transit is in the 3rd house, and we know that Mercury is not only retrograde, it's retro shade also, it is combust also, it's having planetary war with planet Venus also. So how much peedit planet Mercury is, we have to understand this. So the problems are in gadgets, any buying of gadgets, selling of, perhaps you make an online order and then you have to return it. Problem with all kind of electronics can be there. Problem in shooting emails can be there. So for example, you send an email and then you realize that you forgot to attach the file. These kind of things can be there. Major miscommunications, misinterpretation of the communication can be there, especially in your case. You have to be very careful with what you say, to whom you say, how you say. And this also includes the email, the writing, the typing. So who you say, what you say, how you say, in terms of verbal and written communication. In case you are having any travel plans, be very careful while traveling. Make sure your travel documents are in place. Make sure you have your luggage in place. Make sure you have your visa in place, and then only you travel. It's not that you cannot, but you have to be extra careful. Coming to the next one, and that is Cancer. For Cancerians, the transit is in the 2nd house, so you may face losses when it comes to your investments. Any kind of heavy investments definitely can backfire, and you have to be very careful with how you speak with your family, what language you use, the way you communicate with your family, and your wife's or your spouse health can go for a toss during this time as well. Later on, whatever you say, the way you say, how you say, you may regret. So be very careful in what kind of language, the words that you use with your family and your friends and your close-knit, especially your close-knit bond people. Coming to the next one, and that is Leo. For Leo natives, this transit is in the 1st house. You will definitely feel that you are talking a lot. If you're a seller, you're going to try and convince people. If you're a businessman, again, talking is there. If you're a corporate employee, you will be talking a lot. Your work will make you talk or write or type, any kind of communication. You will give too much justification in your lack of confidence. So when suppose you're late, you're going to tell your boss, oh, I'm late because I got stuck, because my tire got punctured, because I didn't get up on time, and my guests came home. So lot of reasons, lot of justifications will be there. Also we see that you will be having problems within the relationships. You will be having problems with communication in relationships, electronic related problems. So take up all the backups. Be very careful while shooting emails, For example, you send an email, you forgot an attachment. These kind of things can be there with you. And you can also have some skin problems on your head. So like you can be itching your head a lot, for example. Coming to the next one, and that is Virgo. For Virgo natives, what we see is that the transit is in the 12th house. Things are moving very fast. By the end of September, you're going to say, oh my God, everything is moving so fast. What am I going to do? Things are happening very, very fast. Lot of things are happening. Things are not in your control. You're feeling that I want to decide, I cannot decide. I want to travel, I cannot travel. I want to pursue my education, I cannot pursue. Things are getting stuck and you are getting very irritated because of that. So have a little bit of patience. Do the remedies in the initial part of the summary part of the video I have given. So do these remedies. So you're feeling stuck. There can be some health, especially skin and thyroid related issues this month. Coming to the next one, and that is Libra. For Libra natives, the transit is in the 11th house. You will feel very energetic around your people, friends and colleagues, but at the same time you can spill the bean. Some things that you have to hide, you will still spit it out. These kind of things will be there. Problems because of your friends can happen, which means that your friend can give you a delusion to invest, or can give you a bad advice, and then you have to suffer or incur a loss. So don't make any heavy investments. Don't rely on your friends blindly. Don't think that your friend got benefit in this particular stock, so you also have to follow that. So poor advices from friends and investment losses, financial losses can be there, and also you will be very moody these days. So because of that also, you know, there's lack of stability in the entire day. Coming to the next one, and that is Scorpio. For Scorpio natives, the transit is in the 10th house. So we see that the work environment is not very favorable. There can be cultural changes and differences within the team, within the workplace and the profession that you're into. Problem with your seniors can be there. Also, someone who you are very close to can backstab you at workplace as well. There is too much workload on your plate, which you are not able to take also. Do not make some heavy investments, gambling or trading. Coming to the next sentence, that is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius natives, the transit is there in the 9th house. Be very, very careful while you travel. So you have to take your travel documents properly. You have to make sure that you have everything intact. Also, you have problems within the relationship, especially the marital relationship, and also relationship with your own family, parents. Those are the relationships to be worked on. Little bit take care of your health also. Coming to the next sentence, that is Capricorn. You have to take care of skin and thyroid related issues, health related issues, and these problems can come back. So for example, you had a skin problem in the month of July and you think that okay, now it's gone. It can erupt again. So these things, so you have to make sure that you take proper treatment, you continue the treatment, you make sure that you know, whatever you were following, you still continue to follow, so that the problem doesn't come again. Problem related to gambling, investments, stock trading can happen. Be very, very careful. You can make profits from it, but you have to be extremely careful during that, because you can incur losses also. Problem within the relationship and marriage can be there. So and suppose if you want to propose someone, you want to propose and then you take the proposal back, it's like to and fro, you're thinking, okay, should I ask her out, should I ask him out or not, what will he say? So you are very confused when it comes to the relationship of love relationships. Coming to the next sentence, that is Aquarius. For Aquarius natives, the transit is in the 7th house. You will have a lot to do with your spouse. You will be very confused relationship with your spouse, whether it's going right or wrong, any further actions to be taken, anything to improve the relation, anything to work on the relationship, or if the relationship is not working out, then what is the step to be taken. Also related to the business partnership, if you have a business and you have a partner, active or sleeping or passive partner, then you will be confused about that partner. You are not sure whether you should continue this with a particular business partner or not. There will be also some kind of investment related losses, so I would recommend you not to go for any heavy trading or investments. So just be careful of the relationships in general, and make sure that whatever you say, you communicate, you should be very clear about it. Your wife can also have problems related to her health, and anger issues can increase. Coming to the next ascendant, that is Pisces. For Pisces native, the transit is in the 6th house. So what you have to do is, you will see is that there are a lot of relationship problems. Problem in the maternal families can be there. You are confused whether you have to continue this particular job or not, and somehow, some way you have to take care of all the documents which are there at your workplace. You will be asked to deal with paperwork. If you are not being asked, you will be asked now. Paperwork, filing work, documentation work, you will be given this task, and you have to be very careful. Similarly, you have to take care while shooting emails, or doing any kind of verbal or written communication. Okay, thank you so much for your time. This is all from my side for Mercury retrograde. I'll be soon back with another video, and mostly the next video is going to be about the world predictions, India predictions. So stay tuned, subscribe my channel and tap the bell to get regular notifications. Thank you for watching.